So till now, we have almost covered all the data structures, and but today in this session, I was supposed to discuss something about the advanced techniques that we use for handling these data structures in real-time projects. Okay, today we'll be going through that. So till now, we have known numbers, strings, and then lists, dictionaries, tuples, all those things, right? Let us try to see what more we can do from them. Okay, so first I go to this folder where I had my earlier code, and yeah, open this. So let me create a new file. So first I will start with string methods. Okay. I hope we have already seen a lot of list methods. Today we'll be seeing some string methods, and then we will move on to list, and then we will move on to uh, tuples, and then sets and dictionaries. Okay. Okay, fine. But yesterday, what we did was, yesterday we saw these what it is called dictionaries, isn't it? There, one more thing I wanted to tell, that here, let me create a file. Let's say there is another thing called list of dictionaries. Okay, what does this list of dictionaries look like? So this list of dictionaries is something like, what is the meaning? List of dictionaries. List means, it means that a list containing dictionaries. Okay, how do we uh, show that? How do we denote that? So let me create something like students is equal to. So I already have some data here. Okay, I'll go to that data and fetch that same thing. So here I have some this kind of data. People is there. Okay, let me copy this and show you how this list of dictionaries look like. So it looks like this. Hmm. So what is happening here? We have a list which contains some dictionaries. Okay, this people is a list of dictionaries. What does it say? It is saying list of dictionary. We can see at the top when I hover my mouse. People is a list of dictionary. So here what is happening? These dictionaries are there inside this list. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dictionaries are there. Okay. What these dictionaries are doing? Mm, they are having certain, they are storing some data of a particular person. Okay. So how many people we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, this is also one of the kind of data we will face in real-time projects. Okay, because all data will be stored as list of dictionaries only. Okay, most of the things will be, when we communicate with a server, from the server data will come in a list of dictionary always. Okay, whether it is what it is called, it may be something like Facebook, Flipkart, and all those things. From that, whenever the data is coming from the server, it is coming in the form of list of dictionaries. Okay, fine. And you can do all those looping techniques, whatever you want to do here. So let me do some basic looping here. What do I do here? For P in people, for P in people, P means each dictionary. So if I write print P, I will get each dictionary in the output. Okay, so py list of dictionaries dot py. So what do I get in the output? I get all these dictionaries in the output. Okay, fine. Let's say I want p of only the first names. P of first name. Okay, I have to pass it as a string like this. And let's see the output now. So I got Praveen, Srikant, Pradeep, Monica, Nikhil, Ria, like that. All the names, first names I'm able to get. Okay. This way you can do whatever you want. Like if I put it as a F string and I want the full name, then what do I do? And put this in curly braces like this, and then put a space and then again curly brace P of last name. So if I run this, I get the full names of all the people with a space. Okay. Then you can do whatever you want, like age filtering and all those things. Okay. Like if P of age greater than, so what are the age I have? 14, 22, 20, 21, 32, 36. Okay. Where P of age greater than 18, only then print the values, print the full names. Then what do I get? I get only Praveen, Srikant, Pradeep, Monica, Mudiraj, and Nikhil M. I don't get this Ria Bhadoria because the age is 14. Okay. This way you can do the basic filtering and looping and whatever we have seen earlier. Okay. Same things will work here. Okay. Let us now move on to the string methods. I'll start with string methods, then we'll go to some list methods, and then we will see some extra things that were left out, which are used in advanced handling, like list comprehensions, set comprehensions, dictionary comprehensions, and some extra methods. Okay, fine. So let me create a file. Here, the file name will be, I want to work on string methods, right? So string methods dot py. Okay. So here, let me have a string. First, I will have a string. S is equal to some very long word. Welcome, hello. Can I have a space in between? Yes. Welcome, hello, and thank you. Okay. This is a long string. And then what can I do with this? Okay. This is how we were creating strings. But can we create a string in many other ways? Yes, we can also do that. So what we do is we have a str method. Okay, str function is there. This str function, it will take some argument and it will try to convert that into a string. Okay, so if I write here, instead of writing like this, what I can do, I can pass this whole string here. Okay, and I will assign this to a variable. Let's say f is equal to str of this. So when I print the f, what do I get? So save this file and run py string methods dot py. So I got welcome, hello, thank you, right? This, but instead of doing it in this way, this one is more better, right? Because it is already a string. Why do I need to convert it into a string? But this str will be very useful in different scenarios. Let me do something like this. G equal to str of G equal to str of string 23. If I do like this, what will happen? Print G. This will also give us the output because this 23 I have passed it a string. This will not be taken as a number. I'll get a string. Okay. If you want to check, you can check the type also. Type of G. If you check the type of G, I'll get a string. Okay. Now, next scenario is little bit different. H is equal to str of directly a number 45. Now what will happen? So print H. If I do, what do I get? Print H. When I do, I get 45. Okay, fine. But if I check the type of this, and I check the type of this H, I see that it has become a string. So this, using this str, I am able to convert this number into a string. Okay, using this str, function, we are able to convert a number into a string. Okay, then so this is another way how we can create a string. Okay, now we will work on these things, the methods. Okay, so I'll remove these things. Now let's say let me take a variable k is equal to s. What is s? S is that string. S dot, we have a method called capitalize. Okay, s dot capitalize. Let us see what happens, how this capitalize is to be used. Print of k. What will I get here? I got welcome, hello, thank you. What happened here? The first letter got capitalized. The meaning of capitalize is first letter will become capital. Okay. In the same way, we have something called, let me take L is equal to S dot title. Okay. If I write S dot title, what will happen? I will comment this for the time being and I'll print the L. L is S dot title. When I do S dot title, what happens? The first letter of each word has become capital. Okay, so capitalize is different and this title is different. Title is converting the string into title case. It is known as title case. What is the meaning of title case? Title case means every word will start with a capital letter. Okay, capitalize means only first letter will be capital. Title case, title means every first letter of each word will become capital. Okay, then we have something called I is equal to s dot upper. So this will make everything to uppercase. That means what is the meaning of uppercase? It will make everything to capital. So let us see here. Welcome, hello, thank you. Everything has become capital. Okay, so many ways we have seen. Okay, now if I have a capital A here and capital E here, when I apply this K, that means S dot capitalize. Do we have any change in the thing? So K, when I print the K, so all those capitals are also changed to small now. Okay, only capitalize means only the first letter will be capital. Other things, even if they are capital, it will be made to small letter. Okay, now then I have another method. Just like upper, I have lower. What will happen? O is equal to S dot lower. It will make everything to lower case. So what do I get here? Welcome, hello, thank you. So here this E has become small letter, A has become small letter. Okay, everything is converted to lower case. Okay, like that. So these are how we do capital, small, upper, lower, and all those things. Okay, now we'll see something more. Let's say there is something called starts with. Okay, so let me write P is equal to S dot starts with something. What is the meaning of this starts with? It is asking, or it will check whether the string is starting with a particular thing or not. So S dot starts with Z. If I write Z will be a string Z, it will give us false. Why? Because the string is not starting with Z, it is starting with W, isn't it? If I write here E, I'll get again false. It is starting with W, so it will give us true. If I write capital W, it will give us false because it is small w. So let's say if I write here WE, is it starting with WE? Yes, it is starting with WE. So we are getting true. So this whole thing WELCOME space H E capital. If I write up to here, then also I'll get it as true. Okay. Welcome HELLO. So whole thing if I pass, then also I should get true. Okay. Okay. So this is the starts with. Then we have the ends with. Just like starts with, I have ends with. So ends with will check in the at the end. Okay. So let's say OU. If I write ends with OU, it will give us true. When I write OU, it will give us true. Okay. When I write UO, IUO, I'll get false. When I write COMEHELO this part and paste it here, I'll get true. Okay. So that's how this ends with will over. Okay. So after that, I have something called find. What did this find will do? Let's say R or F is equal to S dot find of. In the S dot find, I will pass one letter. Let's say E. Okay. If I try to get this F, what is it asking is it is trying to find whether this E is there or not. So when I do this, because find it will give us the index, I think, or else let's see. It is giving us the index. Okay, because E index is 1. Which index it is giving? The first index it is giving, isn't it? So we have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. At 6 also we are having, but we are not getting that 6. We are getting only the first index. Okay. Then if I write here capital E, what will happen now? Because capital E index is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The space will be 7. 8 is H, 9 is capital E. So I'm getting 9. Okay. Now, if I write here O, if I try to find the index of O, what do I get? I get 4. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. This O. The first O, it will check for the first O. Okay. The first index at which the value is there. But what will happen if I type something? So can I check like this? Find of OME, isn't it? This or let's say COME. If I write here COME, I should get 3. Yes, I am getting 3 because at third index this thing is there. Okay. From third index, this whole string is starting. Okay, fine. Now what will happen if I try to find something which is not there in the string? If I try to find the Z, what do I get? What did I get? A -1. So anything which is not there is giving us -1 index. Whenever we are getting -1 index, that means the letter or the character or the string is not present. And one more thing, whatever we are passing here, this is known as a substring. Okay, we are trying to find a substring in this main string, in this main whole string. I am trying to find this substring. Okay, so let me write here happy. If I try to search this happy substring, I get a -1 because this happy substring is not present in the whole string. Okay. Okay. So just like this find, I have a similar method that is known as index. Let me show you. It will behave similarly, but there will be a small difference. So IND is equal to S dot index of one substring. So let me write here come. If I write here come and I print the IND, I get the same output just like that. I get 3. If I type W, I should get a 0. Okay. If I type here E, so I'll get the first index of E, not the second, third index. So this is the first one, not this one or this one. So it is capital. So it will you will not get. But if I type here X, in the previous case I was getting -1, but this one is giving us error, value error, substring not found. That is the difference between string.find and string.index. They may ask this in your interviews. Okay, this is an interview question. What is the difference between str.index, string.index, and string.find? The difference is both will be similar, but the only difference is find will, when we pass a substring which is not present, the find will give us -1 as output. It will return -1. When we are passing the same wrong substring in the index, it will give throw an error. What kind of error? Value error, substring not found. Okay, fine. Then after this index, I have something called count. Okay, but while explaining this, let me tell two more things. There is one thing called r find and r index as well. Okay, just like find, I have something called r find. So rf is equal to s dot find of, sorry, s dot r find of e. What will happen? This will, so find was giving us the first index, right? First occurrence, or whenever we are getting that first e, we were getting the index. But here it will give us the last index. Okay. So last index means which is the last occurrence of e here. So this is the first one. This is second one. Any more is there? No. This is capital E. So this E index it will give us. What is the index of this? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I should get 6 in the output. I am getting 6. Okay. So R find is the opposite of find. Find will give us the first index. R find will give us the last index. Okay. Same way I have this R index as well. So R index will also give us the last index, R index of E. If I type Ri, if I try to print this Ri, what do I get? So Ri of, let's say, O. Okay, what do I get? I get the last index 21. This index is 21. But in the similar way, this R index, just like index, if we give some wrong value or substring which is not present in the, if it is not able to find that substring in the main string, it will give us again value error. Okay, fine. And then we have something called count. Okay, there is something called count. What is count? Let's see. C is equal to s dot count of. So from the find and R find, I came to know that there are lot of O, lot of E, isn't it? So I want to count the number of O there. So R dot count of O. When I write like this, it will count the number of O in the string and it will give us the number. Okay. So how many O are there? 1, 2, and 3. Right? So I should get 3 in the output. I got 3 here. Okay. How many E are there? Let's say I want to count the number of E. How many E are there? I check, it is saying 2. Welcome E and any more? So this is the, these are the 2 E's. If I write here capital E, I'll get 1. Okay, this is 1. Okay, fine. Then, and what if I pass something like Z, which is not there? I should get a 0, isn't it? So I'm getting 0. Fine. Then there is something called str dot format. Okay, when shall I show you this? Okay, no problem. So this format is little bit different. I think I will come to that format once I go to the advanced things. Okay, this format is used in what it is called f strings. What shall I do? Okay, no problem. I'll show you here. Let me have something like x equal to 10 and y equal to 20, or else let me write x equal to first name and y equal to Ravi. So what we do using format is that I write something like d is equal to one string. Okay, or let me write print. I'll use a what it is called. I can use a string something like without using f strings. What I can do, I can write the what is first name? First name is x, right? So I'll write something like a curly brace and I'll write 0 here. Okay, this is the 0 means 0th index, first one. The 0 is 1. Okay, the I said the 0 is 1. And then what do I do after that? After this string, I put a dot format. Okay, I put a dot format after the string because this is string dot format. This dot format of, so I wrote here 0 and 1. In place of 0, what do I want? I want first name because I want to print the first name is Ravi, isn't it? So 0 and 1 I have a pair. So in 0 and 1 I will write, in 0 I want x, in 1 I want y. So what do I write? Format of x comma y. If I do this, what do I get in the output? I get the first name is Ravi. How this thing is working? I will explain it again. I'll come to that again while explaining some other topic. But here I want to show you that this 0 is replaced with this x. What is x? X is first name. This 1 is replaced with this y, which is Ravi. Okay. You can have more things like the first name is this, and then you can have something like some z is equal to, let's say 40. I'll put a number 40. Okay, let us see. So first name is this and age is 2. Let us see x, y, z. Will it work or not? See this. The first name is Ravi and age is 40. How this thing is happening? 0 is replaced with x, 1 is replaced with y, and 2 is replaced with z. Okay. This way the format method will work. Okay, little bit peculiar, little bit strange, but this is how it works. But we can see it is not totally not understandable. What is happening is these numbers are replaced with these things. Okay, these are just the indexes. Okay, fine. That is about format. Okay, then next what we have, then we have something called a join. Okay, there is a method called join. Let us see. Let me comment this. Okay, let me take some simple strings and then we'll see there what is happening. So I'll take a string like str. Oh, I'll not use this str. Okay, str1. Str1 is equal to hello. And after that, if I write str1 dot join, okay, str1 dot join. Now what will happen? Here some differences are there. Let me show you. Here some The from now onwards, whatever message methods I'll use, this will be little bit different. So let me take a variable g equal to str1 dot join. If I do this and print g, what do I get? Okay, str1 dot join, what it is saying, takes exactly one argument. Okay, fine. So in the join, I will pass a comma like this. Is it correct? So just give me 1 second. Comma dot join of str1. Yes. So what happens is this join method will help us to convert a, oh, I wrote a wrong way. This will convert a list to string. Sorry, let me show you. A list is there. L1 is equal to something like H E L L and then O. Something is in this format. Then I want to convert this into a string. Then what do I do? But we saw here, we saw that it was able to convert it. Okay, let me check once. So, str to list. Okay, fine. So L1 dot join of, again, this is not correct. Okay, see this, what was happening here. So here, what is happening is this comma is known as a separator. What will happen if I put a hyphen here? I'm getting this. So what this thing is doing is this join, and if I type here type of this G, it is saying a string. Fine. So what this join will do is this first part is known as a separator. Okay, this is known as separated string. And the second thing that we pass to this join method, this is the argument, is the string which I want to split or separate. Okay, I want to separate this hello string with a comma. So that's why I am getting this kind of output. If I put a hyphen here, I get hyphen in the output. If I put here star, what will happen? I'll get a star in the in between them. Okay. Then if I put here some symbol like greater than symbol, what will happen? I'll have a greater than symbol. Okay. This way we can join a string using a separator. Okay. Using a separator in between. Okay. Then we have something called a remove prefix. Okay. Let me do this. str2 is equal to it is called uh, 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 North America. Okay, str2 is North America, and what I can see here is here a prefix is there with America. What is it? North America, isn't it? So this North is the prefix for this whole word. I want to remove this prefix. So what do I do? str2 dot remove prefix of not. Okay, if I do this and print the str2, will it change the original string or not? It is not changing, so I have to use a variable g equal to str2, so it will be returned here. Okay, the not from the North America is removed. we are removing a prefix. Let's say I have a phone number. I have a phone number +91 7485962536. Okay. I want to remove prefix. What prefix I want to remove? +91. So what it will do? It will remove the +91 from the number and give us the number. So this is the practical scenario, practical use case where we need this remove prefix. In the same way, this can be used for removing prefix from account numbers. Some in account numbers, bank account numbers, sometimes extra zeros are there, 5, 6 zeros are there. We can remove these things. In the same way, we have the remove suffix method. So str3 is equal to, let me take a string, something like this. There is a number called 34.56000. Okay, always 3 zeros will be there after the decimal, let's say. Okay, then what do? I can remove h equal to str2 dot remove suffix of what? 000. Okay, if I do this and print the h, what do I get? Oh, what happened? str3. That was the mistake. Okay, I got 34.56. In the same way, you can remove any kind of prefix, like if I have ice cream and I want to remove the cream from that, so it will become ice. Okay, this way the remove suffix will work. Okay, fine. Then we have something called str.replace. Let me have something like this. I have let's say I have a string called capital is equal to New Delhi. Okay, here I want to replace this small d with capital D. So what do? Capital dot replace, capital dot replace. So you have to pass two things. First thing which I want to replace. Second thing, what I want to put new, what I want to replace with. So I want to replace this small d with capital D. Okay, and then I'll get the string. So new cap is equal to this one, and then print the new cap. Let us see whether it will return us the value or not. Yes, this is the new string I got. Okay, I am replacing the small d with capital D. Let's say I had like this New Delhi. Then what do? I replace capital D with space capital D. Are you getting? Instead of capital D, I am writing space capital D. So instead of capital D, I want to put space capital D. So what will happen now? There also I'll get the same kind of output. Okay, this is how this replace can be used. Then we have something called split. Okay, let me show you. This split will help us to convert a string into a list. Okay, so let me take a string like same ice cream I will take. Anything XYZ is equal to ice cream. Okay, and then I write XYZ dot split. What will happen? So here I take a new str is equal to XYZ dot split. What will happen? Print new str. So what do I get? I get a list which contains this whole what it is called, this whole string. Okay, I'm putting the string in a list. That's it. Now this split can take a lot of different arguments. If I'm not passing anything here, I am getting this output, right? But if I pass a separator like this, a comma, if I put a comma here, what do I get? Oh, sorry. Mm, sorry. This is not the way. Max split is there, but split of, okay, let me check once. str dot split Python. Split will take a value. Okay, 1 second. String methods, control F split. The split method will help us to convert a string into a list. But how? Split. Yes. Separation equal to none will give us this. Okay. So I will not get it like that. Okay, fine. That is totally fine. Whatever I wrote is fine. So if I don't pass anything, it will always give us this output only. But if I have something like this, I comma C comma E like this, if I have something like this, so then we will get the output like this. Okay, fine. That is fine. That is fine. So I don't want that kind of output. But let's say I have something like this. How they have written here? They have written something like this. When I have something like this, uh, let's say I have something like this. But what do I do is I write here a max split equal to, let's say, 3. Okay, if I do it like this, what will happen? It will be splitted. We are not getting it. 1 2 3 dot split, comma, and then max split. Okay. Hmm. So what is happening when I put the separator like this? So this split, when I pass a separator like this, it will search for this comma in this whole thing. How many commas are there? So many commas are there. So what it will do, in every comma, it will create one string. When I don't pass this comma, what happens? When I don't pass this comma, I am getting this whole thing as a list, and inside the list only one string is there. But if I put a comma, I'm telling that please make this one as one string, this one is one string, this one is one string. Okay, so when I do that, I get something like this. Let me show you. I get this. Okay, everything is split into one string. Okay, then there is a small thing that we may not want to show many strings from this. Okay, I want only 2. So when it is ice cream, if I make it only 2, that means I will be one string, ce, from there it will become one string. So there is a max split method, a max split property. Max split equal to 2. If I make it 2, what will happen? It will be made into 2 parts. I one part, ce from that one part. So let us see. It is making like this. Okay. Then Oh, max split plus 1. 2 means 3. If I pass 1, 1 will become 2. That means 2 parts. It is making it 2 parts. Okay. If I make max split, so how many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 means 7. If I pass 7, it will make it into 8 parts. So putting 8, 7 and not putting it is the same thing. Okay. Same thing we'll get. Okay. This is about split. So max split you can use if you want 2 parts, 3 parts like that. You can use it. So let's say I have a card number. Let me have my card number. That is debit card number is there. Card num is equal to something like 2222 2223 hyphen 1345 hyphen 5326 hyphen 6785. Okay. If I want to split this, then what I have to do? Card num dot split, and here I have to put the separator. At this point, separate the things. Okay. If I separate it, I get something like this. Okay. All these things I'll be separating it. This way we can separate the card numbers. So this is one of the what it is called real-time scenarios. We will have card numbers like this where we want to separate the digit, then we do like this. In the same way, we can have this for phone numbers as well. In some places, the phone number is given something like this. Right? Here, if I put it like this, I'll separate the +91 into separate part and this as separate. Okay? This is how the split can be used. Then, then there is something called a strip. Now this strip is used for removing white spaces. Let me create a string like str5 is equal to, I wrote hello, but I gave some space at the end. I gave some space at the beginning. I want to remove these spaces from where somewhere these spaces have come. I did not create. Then what do? I write str5 dot strip. It will strip the spaces. Okay. Now if I print this, t is equal to str5 print of t. So what do I get here? I get hello. Okay. It is having very less space. How do you check that? You can use the length of t. If I print the length of t, it is having 5. But at this point, if I print the length of str5, it will be a big string. It is having 13. And this t is having length 5. So the white spaces are removed. Okay. Okay. So this is all about string methods. Okay. Now I'll move on to the more data structure, that is list. I want to discuss about list comprehension and some things. Okay. So list advanced.py. Okay. So here, what I want to show is we have seen that lists are something like this. This is a list. This is how we create a list, but there are other ways to create a list. As in the same way, what I said in the string case, using str method, we can create strings. In the same way, here also we can create list using the list method like this. Okay. Now this list method takes an iterable, that is known as an iterable, in between this parenthesis. So what are iterables? Iterables are nothing but they are either list, string, tuple, dictionary, or range. That means which can be iterated, which can be looped. Okay. So here I can pass anything. So let's say if I write here a range of 5 and I print this, print of list of range of 5. So what do I get? Py list advanced.py. So I got 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this is how it works. Then what other things I can pass here? Print. So let me take variables. F is equal to list of, instead of range, I can use a list. So list will again give us list. If I type here a string, let's say hello, what will happen? Print F. So I got hello like this. Okay. Each character is put in a list. Okay. Then what else can I put? A list of again a tuple is also a iterable. So I can put a tuple also 1 comma 2. If I write 1 comma 2, this is a tuple, right? It is enclosed in parentheses. So if I print the G, what do I get? I get a list of 1 comma 2. Okay, this is how I can do. Then what else can I put? What else is a iterable? Dictionary. We have a dictionary, so I can do even that. So list of, I pass a dictionary like first name is Hari. So if I try to print this, what do I get? I get the first name. That means yesterday I have shown you that we get only the keys, not the values. For that, we have to do some what it is called unpacking, which we'll see after some time. Yesterday also we have seen if I use unpacking, then I can get the, if I want the key, I will get the key. If I want the value, I'll get the value. Okay. And one more thing, that is if I write only list, list, no values inside the list, then it creates an empty list. Okay, it is creating an empty list. Fine. This is about list creation. Then what else can be done? Then again, we have something called a sorted method. Using the sorted function also, we can create a list. So k equal to sorted of, again, sorted of will again take an iterable. So what are iterables? So let's say a range of 7. So it will sort it and it will create a list. Print k. Okay. So if I do this, I get 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's say this is a reverse range. So let's say it is 7 comma 0. That means and comma minus 1. That means it is starting from 7 to 1. Okay. If it is 7 to 1, what will happen? It will sort it and then it will create the list. So I'm getting 1 to 7. Okay. Fine. That's how we use the sorted method also to create a list. Then we have something. So just like sorted, we have seen the sort method, isn't it? Let's say I have a list. I have a list and it is li is equal to 23 comma 43 comma 1 comma 5 comma 27. Okay. So I used to sort it like this, li dot sort. If I use this and print the li, what do I get? I get a sorted array. But in this sort array, sort method, if I write here reverse equal to true, it will make it reverse in reverse order. It will sort it in reverse order. Okay, this is what we were trying to do yesterday, but we were getting some different output using the reversed method. So let us see the reversed method as well. There is one reversed method. Just like sorted method, we have a reversed method. What happens there? So what I was trying to do is I was trying to use J is equal to reverse of Li. And if I try to print the J, I get a reverse iterator object in the output. Okay, list reverse iterator object. So what do I do is I have to convert this. So this reverse doesn't give us a list directly. This sorted will give us a list, but this reversed will not give us a list. It is returns a reverse iterator. So that reverse iterator I have to convert to a list using this way. So reverse iterator is also a iterable. So I can pass the list method like this, and I can get the list method. So here what did I get? 27, 5, 1, 43, 23. That is the reverse of that. Okay, fine. Then what else is there? Okay, now I'll move on to this reverse iterator is nothing. Don't get confused. This iterator means it is a stream of data. Okay, it is a stream of data which I have to convert to a list by using the list method. Okay, fine. Now I'll go to a new topic, very advanced topic, which is known as comprehensions. Comprehensions.py. So there are list comprehensions, there are set comprehensions, there is dictionary comprehensions like that. Okay, but this is the most important topic of today's class actually. Okay, this is what you will need in real-time projects. This is what you will need in real-time projects to handle data structures in a advanced manner. Okay, what we do here is we have a list, let's say, and we have a list where we have some data. Okay, I want to create a new list from this data. What do? I take an empty list like this. Let's say li1 is equal to empty. And then what do? I want to multiply 2 to this all numbers, and then I want to store the data in this list. What do? I use a for loop. Okay, for L in li, and then I write for L in li, and then I write li1 li1 dot append. What do I write? L into 2. Okay, so ultimately if I print li1, what do I get? In li1 I am pushing, I am appending L into 2. What is L? L is 12. 12 into 2 is 24. 32 into 2 is 64. 14 into 2 is 28. So these three new numbers will be stored in li1. So these are the what happened? Print li1 dot append. Did I say? Okay, okay, this was running the old file. So py comprehensions.py comprehensions.py. Okay, so I got this new list 24, 64, 28. This is how we will do. But in real time, we should not go with this for loops. Okay, these loops will bring so much of clumsiness in the code. So for that, we have something called list comprehensions. Okay, this list comprehension will help us to create new list using some shortcuts. So I will write li1 is equal to, I'll put square bracket like this. Inside that, I will write some variable, let's say x into 2. Okay, x into 2. Now I'll write for x in li. If I write like this, what is the meaning? I'm doing the same thing, whatever I was doing earlier. See, this was what I was doing. Now I am doing something like this. X into 2 for x in li. Now see this syntax. Here I am doing one for loop, and then I am doing this operation, and then I am pushing the data, appending the data. So these whole things I am doing in one step. This is one way, this is another. li2 I am doing for x in li. What is li? This is the li. So each value is 12, 32, 14 is x. For each x I am doing x into 2, and putting it inside this square bracket. So it is creating a new li2. So now if I print this li2, what do I get? Print li2. If I print this, I get the same output, but in a shorter way. Here I had to write 1, 2, 3, 4 lines. Here, sorry, 3 lines I was writing. Here I am writing 1 line instead of 3 lines. So this is how you have to make your code efficient in your real-time projects. You will not write like this. You will always write it like this. This is known as list comprehension. Okay. This way you can create squares of the numbers. Let's say I have a number like li3 is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if I want to create a squares of these things, I create a squares list like this and I write, let's say a star star 2 for a in li3 and print the squares. Print squares. Okay. So I get 1, 4, 9, 16, 25. Instead of writing li3, you can also use a range, because range is also give us numbers, but it will start from 0. So if you want to start from 1, you put like this. So this will be 1 to 4. Okay. So when I print this, I get what happened? Squares is a square 2. Okay, 1 to 4. Yes, 1, 4, 9, 16. Okay, that's what I get. Okay. Then then in the same way we have the comprehensions for set as well. Yesterday we discussed what is set. Now let us see how do we use set comprehensions. To create a set, we can use some comprehensions. Let us see. So how do we create set, and what is a set? Set is nothing but some data enclosed in curly braces which are always unique. No duplicate values will be there. So set1 is equal to, I'll write something like, I'll create a set comprehension. Okay. So what do I do? If I write here x for x in apple. Okay. X for x in apple. Now this for x in apple means what? It means A, P, P, L, E, right? Each value A, P, P, L, E, 5 values. But 5 values I want to put in a set. But what will happen? P is coming 2 times. So automatically this set will remove that extra P. Okay. So if I do now print set 1, what will happen? Print set 1 means it will print A, P, L, E. ALPE. Okay, this is what will have only the unique values, not duplicate values. Okay, fine. Then then we have some extra things also. This in set comprehension or list comprehension, we have some more things, like we can give one if condition also. If x not equal to e, if I write e, what will happen? It will not take those values which are e. So it will not have ALPE. It will have only ALP if I do this. Okay. LAP. I have only the LAP. Okay. This is how it works. Let's say I have an apple and also I want to I want all the letters, but I don't want the letters present in banana. Or yes, if I write if x not in banana. If I write like this, what will happen? I want all the unique letters of apple. Unique letters of apple means A, P, L, E. Okay, A, P, L, E, but not, it should not be present in banana. But A is present in banana, so it will not take that. So it will print only P, L, E. Okay, so it will print now only P, L, E. We can see here. So this is how we can use the set comprehension. This if condition I can use in list also. Okay, let us see this in this scenario what we did. So this one, let us take this scenario. What we were doing here, let me comment this part and show you a small example. So I am doing x into 2 for x in li. Where was that li? This was the li. Okay, here I can put one if also. If x greater than 15. What will happen? X greater than 15 means x in li. X means 12, 32, 14. If x is greater than 15, only then take those values. So greater than 15 means it will not take the 14 and 12. So ultimately this li2 will have only 64 in the output, 32 into 2. Okay, let us check this. I am getting only 64 in the output. Okay, it is not having the 12 and 14. If I write here less than 15, then I'll have 12 into 2 and 14 into 2. So 24 and 28 I'll not have the 64. So this way you can write all these things in a shorter way like this, and this is known as this is the most efficient code. This is how we should write. Okay, fine. Then let us move on to, so we have seen list comprehension, we have seen set comprehension. Same logic it is used everywhere. In the same way I have the dictionary comprehensions as well. But in dictionary what happens is, here in list and sets we don't have keys, we directly have the value, so we are able to write like this. But in dictionary what will happen, we cannot determine the keys. Okay, we cannot determine the keys because they are unique in real time. But what will happen here, let's see. Don't worry about that, let us see. We have to give some fixed name to them. So let us take a create a dictionary. Again I will try to create a squares. Okay, squares, and here I write something like x. Okay, we have key value pairs, right, in dictionaries. So x is x power 2. From where this will come, again I have to write a for x in a range of 1 comma 4. So let me 1 comma 5. Okay, let me 1 2 3 4. What will happen in this x? What is x? X will be 1 for the first time, and it will store 1 square. Next time x will be 2, 2 will store 4, 3 will store 9, like that. Okay, so print these squares. So what it will give us? It is giving us 1 1 2 4 3 9 4 16. Okay, this is what it is giving us. Again you can put one if condition also if you want. If x greater than 3, then what it will store? It will store only 3 and 4. So greater than 3, so 3 will not be counted, so 4 is there. If I have here one more number, I'll get one more number, 4 and 5. Okay, 1 to 6 greater than 3. This is how dictionary comprehensions will work. So all are having the similar syntax. We write one expression here first. Okay, in the list it is I am writing x into 2 a power 2, or in set I am writing x, or in dictionary I am writing x colon x power 2. After that it will be followed by a loop. Always this expression will be followed by a loop. Okay, and then it may have more for loops or more if conditions. Okay, you can have one more for also, but here we are not having it, we are having a if condition. You can have an if condition after that. If will not come first, first for will be there. After that if you have one more for, you can have one more for, but after that you will have the if. Okay, this is what the comprehensions work like. Okay, fine. Then I want to discuss a small method called zip. This is our last for today. So there's a method called zip. It looks like this. Okay, I'll use this zip in combination with format. We used a format earlier, so let me show you. Let's say I have some keys. Keys is a list. This is used to loop through two two or more than one list. When we want to iterate on more than one list, we use this zip method. Okay, so let me store the first name here, first name, last name, then age is stored in this list, and we have values is another list which is having the first name is Ravi, last name is Teja, and one age is there, let's say 40. Okay, what will happen? I want to combine these two lists and print some data. Like I want to print first name is Ravi, last name is Teja, age is 40. If I want to print it like that, then what do I do? So what do I do is I will loop. First thing is I have to loop it. I want three sentences, right? So I will loop. I will use for. I will use the uh, unpacking syntax k comma v, because this zip also gives us a tuple just like enumerate function. So kv in zip of two lists. What are those two lists? Keys. The name of first list is keys, second list is values. So I write zip of keys comma values. So this is the for loop. Inside this for loop, I want to print the different values. So what I do, I use the what it is called. I use that format string dot format at one point. So I'll use that. So the so I want to print the first name is Ravi, the last name is Teja, the age is 40. Okay, so I'll write here the first name. First name is coming from I'll put it as 0. The first name is, then the value is this one. So this one I'll put it as 1. Okay, the 0 is 1. That means 0 will be replaced with first name, 1 will be replaced with Ravi. Okay, so after this, I just have to do dot format. So this whole thing is a string. This whole thing from here to here is a string. So here I'll use a format like this dot format of what are those values? K and V, isn't it? So dot format k comma v. Same thing that I have already explained just few moments ago in the format method, string dot format. So when I do this, what will happen? This zip is combining these two lists, and then they are storing the values in k and v. K contains the values of keys list, v contains the values of values list, and then we are formatting this k and v to be replaced. We what they will replace, this 0 and 1 will be replaced with k and v. Okay, now let us see the output. So I got the first name is Ravi, the last name is Teja, the age is 40. Okay, this kind of efficient techniques we have to use. Otherwise we have to do a lot of looping on these two lists to get this output. To get this simple output, we have to do a lot of techniques. Instead of that, we should go with this kind of shortcut and better efficient techniques. Okay, this is all about the advanced data structure handling. Okay, these are all from real-time project point of view. Okay, that's it for the session. See you in the next session.